Central Valley combined work and voting session. I'd like each of you to rise for a call to order and pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I know, we got it. Okay, Colleen, would you call roll, please?
Ms. Belcastro? Here. Mr. Bloom?
Here.
Mrs. DeSenza?
Here.
Mr. King?
Here.
Mr. Moab?
Here.
Mr. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Ross?
Here.
Mr. Zirinsky? Mr. Ambrose?
Here. Okay.
Public comments, you want to announce the
Yes, just an announcement that there was an executive session held by the board immediately prior to tonight's meeting to discuss litigation, personnel, and to receive information.
And before we get into public comments, we have all familiar faces here. I assume I don't need to read the decorum. So I'll pass that tonight. Okay, Mr. President.
Okay. Still got to announce it. Any public comments on agenda items only? Hearing none, we'll move on to the minutes. Number one, to approve the voting session minutes from April 20th, 2023. That's found on attachment A.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Second by you. Thank you very much, Mr. King. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion passed. Okay, moving over to the treasurer's report. Mr. King is our treasurer.
Following bills and reports are submitted for approval. Number one, confirm the April 2023 general fund payments in the amount of $2,728,256.80. Attachment B. Number two, confirm the April 2023 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $89,333.11. Attachment C. Number three, confirm the April 2023 construction fund payments in the amount of $21,001.09. Attachment D. E, to approve the April 2023 Berkheimer report. Attachment E. I will make that motion.
Motion by Mr. King, seconded by Ms. Belcastro. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Agenda items. A, board policy items. Number one, to approve the updated policy number 707, use of school facilities on attachment F. Number two, motion to approve a settlement agreement with student number 1002289 per the terms and conditions subject to review and approval of the solicitor. Number three, based on the recommendation of the solicitor, school district hereby approves and authorizes settlement of the Beaver Valley Mall property tax appeal. The solicitor is authorized to settle the appeal, reducing the total assessed value for tax year 2022 from $6,772,450 to $4,290,000. And for tax year 2023, from $6,772,450 to $3,256,000, with corresponding reductions in total market values from $41,045,152 to $26 million for tax year 2022, and from $45,759,797 to $22 million for tax year 2023. Number four, to approve a memorandum of understanding between the Central Valley School District and the Central Valley Education Association regarding class coverage for a middle school teacher. Do I have a motion? So moved by Mr. Bloom.
One question.
This, number 3 here, correct me if I'm wrong. Does this not, indicate more lost revenue?
Yes,
Over the 2-year period, 22-23. Over the 2-year period, it'll be $126,133 loss to the district.
Thank you.
good question.
Second.
You'll do the second, thank you. Seconded by Mr. O'Neill. Any other questions? Anybody wishing to vote yes? Say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the motion carries. Item B, negotiation items. Mr. O'Neill's our chairperson.
We have nothing to report at this time.
Okay, thank you very much. Item C, education items. Mr. Ross serves as our chairperson.
One. Oh, off my page here. Number 1, to approve, confirm the release time, staff development requests. On the left-hand column is the conference and location. The individuals are in the middle that will be attending those conferences, and the dates are listed on the right. 2, to approve the 2023 graduation list for the Central Valley High School. That would be on attachment G. 3, to approve updates to the high school program of studies for the 23-24 school year, attachment H. 4, to approve a 3-year agreement with AOT Specialized Educational Therapy Services to provide occupational and physical therapy for students of the district from 8/15/2023 to 8/14/2026, rates according to contract. That would be attachment I. 5, to approve an extended school year contract with Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf for a Central Valley student to attend their program from 7/10/2023 to 7/27/2023 at a cost of $18,000. That would be attachment J. So moved.
1,800, right?
Section 1800.
I say, what I say, 18,000.
Yeah.
1,800. Yeah, we just saved a bunch of money. See how quick I saved the district money?
Motion on,
He made it.
so moved. Seconded by Mrs. Belcastro. Any questions on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the motion carries. Item D, technology. Mr. Moed serves as our chairperson.
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Thank you. Item E, welcome back, Mr. King. You're our chairperson.
Athletics, number one, to approve the following summer conditioning programs beginning June 6, 2023 through August 1st, 2023 at a stipend of $10 an hour, not to exceed 60 total hours. Boys basketball, girls basketball, cross-country, football, soccer, girls soccer, volleyball, cheerleading, and tennis, girls tennis. Number 2, to approve Medic Rescue to provide emergency medical transportation for the Central Valley School District as per agreement at an annual fee of $3,500. Attachment K. Make that motion.
Motion by Mr. King, seconded by Mr. Senzo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any noes? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries.
Mr. King, did Mr. Chacon get a hold of you? He was talking about potentially doing exit interviews on Thursday, May 25th at 1:30 PM.
I think that's okay with me. Is he here?
What time?
Okay.
1:30.
Is
I'll
that
have him send out emails.
What was the date of that again, Dr. Perry?
Sorry,
What was the date of that again?
Thursday, May 25th at 1:30. I'll have Sam send an email.
Okay.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
all right. Item F, extracurricular activities, Ms. Valcastro serves as our chairperson.
It's just an FYI. You see field trips in the first column is the destination. Middle column, you have what group is attending, and then in the third column, you have the dates they will be attending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions on extracurricular activities? Hearing none, there's no vote on the item. We'll move on to building and grounds. Mr. Zaritsky is our chairperson. He's unavailable tonight. Number one, to approve / confirm the following building usage request. The building or fields are on the left. The organization is next. The dates are presented and the purpose. Number two, to approve the following change orders related to the construction project. A, general construction contract. Number one, motion to approve change order GC pound number 313 for Center Grange. A credit in the amount of $1,344 for the elimination of casework in D120 per a request by the district. Number two, motion to approve change order GC pound 14 for Center Grange. A credit in the amount of $2,017 for the deletion of the window sills in the storm shelter rooms as requested during shop drawing review. Item B, plumbing contract, motion to approve change order PC pound 3 for Center Grange, a credit in the amount of $3,146 for the deletion of 2 floor drains outside of toilet rooms B133 and B134 as identified in RFI PC-05. Do I have a motion on those items?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Moad. Seconded by Mr. Ross. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Any abstentions? Hearing none? Wait,
No, you're good. Hearing none. That's next.
okay, yes, thank you. Hearing none, the motion carries. We have Clint with us tonight, and he'll give us our usual construction update. And just by the change orders alone, it sure beats adding to it.
Good evening. The project is going really well, extremely busy at the moment. We've got probably 10 trades on site. All on schedule. HVAC is, we can't do the HVAC work that we need to do until the kids are gone. So 5th of June, that project, which is changing out heat pumps in the existing school, will get extremely busy. Everybody else is ahead of schedule there. HVAC contractor is telling me that they will be completed on the 12th of July. Contractually, they can do that. I'm pushing them to try and bring that up at least a week. We're fine because they're not going to be anywhere near the new building. So everything else will be going ahead as planned. But I've really got to keep on those guys. Update since the last board meeting. All the block and decorative masonry is complete, except for just a couple of small areas around the entry and exit doors. Main water is now hooked up in the new building. We do a pressure test on Monday. If everything goes well with the pressure test, then we will be live. Fixtures will need to be installed, 7 bathrooms, 3 water fountains, along with the classroom sinks. All the heaters and meters and controls are complete, with final insulation will be completed tomorrow. Drop ceiling grid install started today. We now have power in the building, and lighting install will start as soon as the grid is complete. HVAC control wiring is ongoing in the new addition, but heat pump exchange will not commence until June 5th when school is empty. The reason for that is basically once we shut down one unit, every unit in the school goes down. So we can't touch that until the school is empty. Paint in the new building is approximately 70% complete. Except for the storm shelter glass, all windows have been installed. Completion of sprinkler modification will happen when we empty the school and we can shut the water off for a couple of days. Electrical cable tray is all complete. Entry and exit concrete slabs were poured this week. Sidewalk prep will start and should complete in the next 2 weeks. Roof final detail on overhang exits will complete next week, but all main roof, including scuppers, flashing, is done. Duct work is 95% complete. Hoping to finish that up in the next 10 days. Interior caulking is complete. Exterior material delivered today. So we will commence that on Monday, and that should take a week. Classroom partition curtains are 50% complete. Bathroom tile install will start Monday, and the material was delivered today. That's where we're at.
Any questions for Clint? Okay,
All good?
So that being said, we will be doing, like he said, on June 5th, as soon as the kids and teachers are gone, we'll be doing work inside the existing building. So we're replacing the heat pumps, all the heat pumps that are old. Those are all getting replaced. The technology that's in there is all getting swapped out. Teachers have been preparing to clear the room so they can get in and do that. It's the Center Grange office will not be at Center Grange over the summer. We'll be moving their office up here to the high school, which Carla's going to be sending communication home to everybody to let them know that as well. So that building will be off limits until this project is over.
Thank you.
thanks again, Clint.
Clint, will the landscaping and everything be done for next year opening of school?
We're gonna start emptying the construction trailers in the next 2 weeks. Then we'll bring the landscaper in and we'll start. We probably won't hydro seed till later on in the year, or July, end of July, or winter's time, it's the best time. to take. I don't want to put it in early and kill it, or it doesn't germinate enough, so it will be ready, but it won't be green.
But there won't be any mud and dust at that.
Excuse me?
It won't be any mud and dust at the beginning of school. Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, moving on to personnel items. Mr. Bloom serves as our chairperson.
Okay, we need to approve the following personnel for the extended school year. Pending receipt, reviewing acceptance of all clearances. The teachers' names are listed there. Paraprofessionals, we paid at their hourly rate to be determined. To approve Lauren Zemsik as a paraprofessional at a rate of $13.50 an hour in accordance with the CVSD agreement effective April 15, 2023, pending receipt, review, acceptance of all clearances, excuse me. Excuse me. To approve the retirement of Joe Del Greco custodian effective June 30th, 2023, attachment L. To approve the resignation of Stephen Anderson, paraprofessional, effective June 2nd, 2023, attachment M. Number 5, to approve the resignation of Stacy Coburn, paraprofessional, effective June 2nd, 2023, attachment N. I so moved.
Motion by Mr. Bloom, seconded by Mr. King. I'm sorry. I had to give him his chance. Any questions on the motion? Anybody wishing to vote yes, please speak. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Any abstentions? Hearing none, motion carries. Okay, moving over to finance items. Mrs. DeCenzo is our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve the exoneration of the collection of unpaid water township real estate taxes in the amount of $5,625 due on parcel number 73-173-02-70001 for the tax year 1983 to 2022. Number 2, to approve the to approve to exonerate Kylie Keisel for the collections of unpaid 2022 center real estate taxes in the amount of $819,320.63 and the penalty of $41,283.07. Victoria Leidinger from collection of unpaid 2022 Potter real estate taxes in the amount of $31,252.93 and the penalty of $1,562.53. Virginia DeBacco from collections of the unpaid 2022 Monaco real estate taxes in the amount of $234,034.74 and the penalty of $11,701.80. The unpaid 2022 real estate taxes have been filed in the Beaver County Tax Claim Bureau of Collections. Number 3, to approve the following Highmark Health Insurance monthly renewal rates for the 2023-2024 school year. This reflects a 9% increase. Single $887, husband, wife, $2,419. Parent, child, $2,266. Family, $2,480. Number 4, to approve a 1-year renewal with Guardian Dental for 2023-2024 school year. Monthly rates are as follows. This reflects no increase. Single $38.33, parent, child $66.62, husband, wife $68.49, family $105.52. Number 5, to approve a 2-year renewal with VBA for the 2023-2024 and 2024-2025 school year. Monthly rates as follows. This reflects no increase. Single $6.35, family $12.30. Number 6, to approve the following insurance coverage policy provided by Jack L. Bonus Insurance effective July the 1st, 2023, which is an 11.6% increase. The company Utica National. The coverage is commercial package, business auto umbrella. The premium is $138,321. Number 7 is to approve the premium of $92,009 for the workers' compensation insurance coverage with the Housing Redevelopment Insurance Exchange effective July 1st, 2023, with the 20.4 decrease. Number 8, to approve the premium of $17,965 for cyber insurance coverage with Chubb Specialty Insurance effective June 1st, 2023. Before I read number 9, this is a motion just to pass the preliminary proposal, which the Finance Committee is working hopefully to redefine the millage tax increase, and we will make a recommendation before the end of June.
Thank you.
Okay, so number 9 is to approve the adoption of the preliminary proposed final general fund budget for the 2023-2024 school year. This includes revenues of $42,997,288 and the expenditures of $42,713,000. The school code mandates final adoption of the budget after 30 days following tentative adoption and the budget to be available for public review of 20 days prior to the final adoption. This budget reflects a 3.4 millage tax increase. I make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Senzo.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Moed. Any questions on the motion?
I have one on the health insurance.
Okay,
Is there any interest in getting away from the consortium? I think we're paying way too much for health insurance.
I'm gonna defer to John.
Okay, this has been looked at before. One point is that the increase to consortium was 6%. The Central Valley's paid claim loss is the highest in Beaver County. So we get hit with an add-on of 3%. So that's very
That's why I'm asking, we shouldn't get out of that consortium and try to get it on our own.
Well, it's not consortium's fault that
I'm sorry, John, go ahead.
Go ahead.
it's not the consortium's fault that we're hit with the 9%. We're hit with the 6%. But our claim history for every year for at least the last 5 years is the highest in Beaver County. So our cost is the highest. So the premium, the higher premium is passed on to the district.
I understand, but that's coming from the consortium. We can't go out and try to seek our own deal with Highmark or United Healthcare or Aetna.
But them seeing our paid loss claims that high, it would be higher.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Other schools have tried to do that and come back.
Blackhawks has done that. They went out 1 year, they came back, because they're losing a lot of money. Ambridge has done the same thing. We looked at it as a consortium, maybe it was 2 years ago. And some insurance companies wouldn't even touch an RFP on it. So it's been discussed, it's been looked at, but all in all, the consortium averages for health insurance is well under market. But Central Valley's isn't, because we have the high loss. It's the usage we have with our population. We have about 5 accounts that are like cancer patients, heart patients, and they're driving the cost up. And I mean, that's the way it is right now for our population.
Any other questions? Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Opposed, Mr. Bloom? Okay, any abstentions? Hearing none, the motion carries. Okay. At this time, I'd like to open it up for public comment.
I was just questioning, did we approve the parcel? In question one, I know I wasn't here. I'm sorry, I was in traffic, but I know I missed when I got here.
So good. Can I stop you real quick? There's a sign-in sheet there.
Sorry.
Sign your name and address. And then you'll have to announce your name.
My name is Sarah Marion Flora, and I've spoken with a few of you today.
Did speak with you.
I sounded very familiar. Out of the gentleman over here.
So that parcel was just approved on this last.
So I can't do anything for that.
Say that again.
That was for
this.
Harry.
My property.
Yeah, not
That's not her.
the property we talked about.
Not her.
So that's a different one. So that's the only reason I flew here, because
Yes, no,
it's something different.
we believe that to be the case, that they're different.
Okay, can we wait to make it?
I can't, I gotta talk to Potter tomorrow.
Okay, no, that's what I was just saying. If it's being approved, can we just wait for motion tomorrow to make sure that?
This is already approved. It's different paperwork. It's completely different.
Okay,
Talk to you afterwards.
okay,
Yeah, we have to contact Potter on this
okay.
because
I know there's different things missing from different documents.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was late.
Okay. All right. Not hearing anybody else, and we're going to turn it over to superintendent for items, comments, et cetera.
I have nothing.
Nothing. Before I go to board members' comments, this is my favorite part of the meeting. I'd like to hear from our illustrious administrators. Should I start with you, Mr. Vakovican? Because I'm a left to right guy.
He's taking over for today.
Okay.
I just mainly have some dates to share.
we are in the middle of our Keystone exams right now. We finished all of our AP exams. We talked about all the testing last meeting and where we are today. Today, we're in to the middle of our Keystone exams. We'll finish those on Tuesday with some makeups into Wednesday. And then we really get involved in what becomes time for the seniors. We do have a nice event on May the 23rd, which is a Tuesday. It's our chorus concert. We started, a good thing it came out of COVID. We started doing those outside and it's continued, and we bring a food truck in, and it's a nice event on the front stoop at 7:00. Miss Dan puts on the chorus. We're calling it a Chorus Fest. On the 24th, we'll do a grad walk, something else that kind of evolved from COVID was, we started doing that. After that, we'll go to Center Grange at 1:00. Kids will parade through in their caps and gowns. We'll then go down to Claude Lane right after that for our seniors to go through that building. Little kids really like that. And actually the teachers who taught these kids years and years ago really like that as well. So that's something we're going to do on the 24th. The 26th would be VOTEC graduation. That's at 12:30. That's at the CCBC Dome. And then next week we get into senior finals, and then commencement week the following week. We'll bring our kids in on the 30th for practice, the 31st for practice. Senior banquet, baccalaureate is on the 31st. And these dates are all listed. I'm going through on the high school webpage, high school homepage for senior important dates. And then commencement on June the 2nd here at the stadium. And let's hope for good weather. So 7:00 is commencement. All of you, we got all your gowns. It's all been ordered. We'll meet in the office as we do in the past about 6:15. Get dressed and we'll march down the ramp at about 6:45.
Sounds good.
Any questions I can answer?
Just looking at the list between 160 and 70 for commencement.
Yep. Some kids are still gonna do some work, so we'll know exactly what that is, but we usually don't know until about Wednesday before we finally calculate grades, but we'll be right in that range, yes.
Let's pray for good weather. We've had some great weather the last.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Ms. Park?
I don't have too much. We're winding down the school year, but we did have in the later part of April, we had several teams from our district compete in different gifted level events. So we had several teams that went to the Beaver County STEM competition. And from there, we had a Todd Lane team come in second place and another Todd Lane team come in first place. And that first place team was invited to the state championship in Harrisburg. So those guys got up at 4:30 in the morning to travel to Harrisburg along with some students from Beaver. They didn't place, but they had a good time and got a lot of good experience there. And as I mentioned before, we had 22 students who qualified for the National Academic Games event, 16 who actually attended. Our CV students represented very well. We had eighth graders placing 13th in current events. We had sixth graders with eighth place finishes. High school students, 2 came home with Thinker trophies for second place in the propaganda tournament. A senior who tied for 7th place out of 118 players. So we had a very nice showing there. In the special education world, progress reports will be going out here. We're planning for extended school year. If you have a child who normally would attend Central Valley Center Grange's extended school year, they're going to be at Todd Lane because of the construction, but we'll make sure to communicate all of that information out.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Kasanovich, tell us about Center Grange.
So we're very busy at Center Grange right now. We're finishing our benchmark testing for the year and seeing how the kids are ending up. We're doing lots of field trips at the end of the year also. All of our end of the year activities are winding up. Our grand finale is going to be on May 26th. It's going to look a little bit different because of construction this year. So we're not going to be going outside and doing our field events. We're going to be doing those inside the building, even though we want it to make it fun for the kids, even though it's not outside. Our first grade musical will be on May the 31st. We will also be having our transition day to from second grade to third grade. Our kids will be visiting Todd Lane on May 30th. And on June 2nd, we will have our awards presentations right before we go home for the year. Our last thing on the agenda today was kindergarten makeup day registration for today. we are at 150 students
Wow,
kindergarten. So looking up for us in kindergarten. So really busy.
thank you. Sounds like good things coming up. Ms. Farragotti. Tell us about Todd Lane.
All right, so at Todd Lane, we just finished up doing our PSSA testing, so I'm very excited about that and anxious to see the results. We're also preparing for our end of year events like our field trips. We have our event day. Fifth grade send off is new this year. Also, we're preparing for the second grade students to come over and visit Todd Lane this year. And also the fifth grade students will be going over and visiting the middle school. On May 25th, Todd Lane will have their band and choral concert here at the high school. So you're more than welcome to come and see them play. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody's here from the middle school, but I do know that I just got some pictures on my phone. I guess the eighth grade class is there in Gettysburg today. Okay, and it looks like they're having fun. So with that, I'll open it up to any board member comments.
I happen to have one.
Sure.
I just wanted the rest of the board to know. Usually when you get around to me, I don't have anything that I can report. But that doesn't mean we're not working on things behind the scenes. So let's go back to the word negotiate, shall we? Comes from otium, which means not working. So we're actually, it has a lot of different meanings. For example, enjoying leisure time, eating, relaxing, contemplating. We've been doing an awful lot of contemplating, the committee. And most of the hard work has been done by the business manager and the superintendent. But there's always something going on. I just have nothing to report.
Thank you, Joe.
You're more than
That
welcome.
was really pretty profound. Okay,
Just real quickly, I want to congratulate the students that were involved in the National Academic Games. That's a great program, a great event. And I'm glad to hear we're still getting participation and our kids have been successful in it.
okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn? Mr. Bloom, seconded by Mr. Moad. Meeting adjourned.